Let's go racing off of turn number 4. We are green. Car off the pace at the tail end of the field here. Darren Pittman now back up to speed. We stay green. Up front, though, it's Rico Abreu showing the way. Pittman still off the pace in turn 2. The green lights stay on, and Abreu leads lap number 1.
Good jump by Abreu. That was what I was looking for out of him at the start of the dash there, but he is looking good out front right now. Larson following suit right now, and Mark's up third.
Rico trying to cash in on the Durst dice roll for the first time in 2025. Larson runs in second. Haferteep gets by Brad Sweet off at turn number 4. He's into the third spot. Now Sweet back to the inside. He'll take the third spot back away, but Haferteep right back around on the outside.
Yeah, I was mistaken. The Marks car and Haferteep looks pretty close to similar, but here we go. Battle off of 4. Brad looking to the top side, trying to get that momentum rolling off of the high side. They redid the racetrack from about lane 2 to lane 3 before the start of the feature, and so that bottom looks a little bit better, but guys are still making time all over this racetrack.
Big slider right there from Brad Sweet to take that third spot back away from Sam Haferteep Jr. Haferteep now goes to the top. Those two have swapped lanes almost every single corner for the last 3 or so laps. Now Larson within 8 car lengths. Here comes Brad Sweet as well. The top 3 are getting closer and closer. Cars are side by side in front of your leader. It's Chase Randall, Landon Crawley. Abreu trying to go to the bottom to get by him.
Here we go. Abreu ran the middle a little bit on the entry to 3 there and then was able to cut it back to the bottom, but he's got 2 cars that are running side by side right here. The bottom is a groove, the top is a groove. You can't really go in no man's land, which is in the middle of the racetrack, which he's trying right here. See if he can find some grip and make it work.
A little bit of that dirt from the bottom and pushed up to the middle, and Abreu used it right there.
There we go. Great move for Abreu to get clear of that lap car. And that, see how bad that messed up Kyle right there as well, too. Kyle was super sideways off of 2.
Kyle Dillon still does appear to be closing in slightly on your race leader, Rico Abreu. Now work on the 9. Chase Randall off of turn number 4. Brad Sweet in the back pocket. Kyle Larson into turn 1. All the lap cars in front of Abreu right now are on the bottom, allowing Kyle Larson to, or make that Abreu to make his way around the top. And he gets pitched at the end of the backstretch. Brenham Crouch came up in front of him. Abreu had to get on the binders there. This time by, we're at the halfway point, 16 in and 14 to go. Kyle Larson trying to close in. That time by Abreu was a 10th faster in the lap time, though. Up front, though, Larson going to split between 2 cars into turn 1. Gets by Danny Sams and Reese Moran. What a move, and he gained ground on Abreu.
He did. That was a big power move right there to be able to gain that lap traffic, through the lap traffic, gain that track position. And here we are, the 2 leaders on your screen.
Rico Abreu to the top. Kyle Larson going to try and run the bottom. Brad Sweet is not in the picture anymore. It's a 2-horse race at the front of the field. They're broken away. Lap cars side by side in front of your leader. Tyler Cordy on the bottom. Dason Pursley on the top. Abreu a little tight off the corner. Kyle Larson trying to close in.
He just needs to run the top and try to keep the pace as much as he can keep the pace up. There seems to be a slick spot or a bump or something that's happening right in the middle of 1 and 2. I just saw Rico hit it. I just saw Kyle hit it. So both of them have kind of found that spot. Let's see what kind of adjustments they can make to their line in order to skip going through that motion on the track.
4 laps to go. Abreu went lower right there, and he's able to avoid it. So good move there from Rico. Might use that for the rest of the race. This time, going to be just 3 laps to go. Kyle Larson with no lap cars between himself and the race leader. Now within 4 car lengths down the front straightaway.
I tell you what, the 13 and Rico have stayed the same gap away from each other, so the pace of the field has kind of come closer together where there's not a lot of moves happening, but ooh, big slide job right in front of Rico. Rico, come on, get through the middle there. Clear.
And he gets by Cy Lynch down the front stretch. Big move there. 2 laps to go. White flag the next time by for Rico Abreu, trying to lead them all. Trying to be the first dice roll winner of the season.
Got
past the outside of Landon Crawley, and Kyle Larson going to have 1 lap to try and track him down.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 lap to track him down. I don't know if he's going to have enough time. Rico's got pretty clean racetrack in front of him now. As long as he hits this groove and doesn't mess up too much, I think this is Rico's race.
Down the backstretch for the final time. Looking for win number 1 of the year with Kubota Highland Racing. It'll also be the first dice roll win of the year. Abreu gets it done at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track.
Good job, Rico.
Kyle Larson 2nd, Brad Sweet 3rd, Sam Haferteep Jr. in 4th, and 5th goes to Corey Day.